This is activity 4.6 on page 154, configuring a form lookup field. We have My Cabin Rentals Forms database open with our form bookings open as well. Cabin and customer IDs provide an efficient way to associate a cabin and a customer in a booking, but they are not meaningful to users and therefore hard to memorize. By providing a feature for users to select a meaningful name instead of an ID number, you will make the database easier to use. Access's control wizard makes it easy to create such lookups. So number 1, enter a customer ID that doesn't exist in table customers. Examine the customer ID and cabin ID fields. So here we have customer ID and cabin ID, 3 and 2. These fields use auto number values to represent the customer and cabin. Unless the user has memorized the customer and cabin IDs, there is not a convenient way to determine the customer or cabin ID for a booking. In the Form Bookings form, make sure you're viewing the first record, so 1 of 18. Observe the customer ID value in the first booking record. So again, customer 3 has a booked cabin number 2. We're going to change the customer ID to 999. And we're going to save that change from our record. You get a message you cannot add or change a record because a related record is required in table customers. So Access will not permit you to commit a customer ID that is not in table customers because referential integrity is being enforced between table customers and table bookings. So we're going to click OK from here. 999 is still here, but it has not been committed to the record. You can see, just like our table, we have our pencil icon to the left here telling us that it's not saved. We're going to hit our escape key and it's going to revert us back to customer ID number 3. Number 2, use a control wizard to create a new customer ID combo box. We're going to right click on our tab and switch over to Design View. And in the lower right corner of our controls list, which is on our Design tab, so this is our controls list here, we're going to hit the More button located right here to display our gallery. And we want to make sure that down at the bottom, the Use Control Wizards is selected. So if I hover away from that, you can see this icon is highlighted. So if you select this option when it's already selected, then you're turning it off. So you can press Escape to hide the menu, but make sure that is enabled there. We're going to right-click on our Booking Customer ID field, so this one here, and we're going to select Delete. When you delete the Booking Customer ID field, the associated label is also deleted. We're going to go to our Form Design Controls in our Controls group, and we're going to select the combo box. You can hover over them to make sure you're selecting the right one. You can see you get a little screen tip message of the label name when you hover over. So here is combo box, and we want to click to select that. And when we bring our cursor down to our details in our form view, in our design view of our form, you see you get a little plus sign, and we're able to draw that combo box or drop it into place. We're going to click the form where we deleted Booking Customer ID field to add our combo box control to the same location. So I'm just going to drop it right here. and it's going to drop that control there, but it's also going to open up the combo box wizard for us. In the combo box wizard, we want to make sure that I want the combo box to get the values from another table or query is selected, and click Next. Then it's going to ask you which table or query should provide the values for your combo box. So where do we want to get that field information from? We're going to select Table Customers and then hit our Next button. It's going to show us all of our fields here, and we want to select the following fields. We want customer first name. Hit that single arrow to bring that over. Customer last name. Bring that over. Customer address. Bring that over. Customer city. Bring that over. And then lastly, state province. So this will provide enough information to distinguish between customers who have similar names. We're going to hit Next from here, and then it's going to ask what sort order do you want for the items in your list box. You can sort records by up to 4 fields in either ascending or descending order. So what do we want to sort by first? When we get that drop-down menu for our customers, what order do we want it to be put into? I would say more likely than not, you're going to sort by the last name. So we're going to choose customer last name, and we'll have that in ascending order. Now, if two or more customers have the same last name, then what do you want to sort it by? Well, then you would probably look at the first name. Again, in ascending order, which is alphabetical. We're going to click OK. We're going to click Next from here. This shows us the list of customers. You could adjust your columns here if need be. Maybe a first or last name was very long and it was overflowing. So you could just double check to make sure that everything fits. We're going to uncheck the hide key column. So that's the customer ID field. So it's actually going to show you the number as well. All right, we're going to hit Next from here. Then on our next screen, when you select a row in the combo box, you can store a value from that row in your database, or you can use the value later to perform an action. Choose a field that uniquely identifies the row. Which column in your combo box contains the value you want to store or use in your database? So what is our unique value in these particular fields? That's our customer ID. Remember that auto number. So make sure that is selected and then click Next. Microsoft Access can store the selected value from your combo box in your database, or remember the value so you can use it later to perform a task. When you select a value in your combo box, what do you want Microsoft Access to do? We're going to select Store that value in this field, and then from the drop-down, we're going to choose Booking Customer ID. Hit Next. What label would you like for the combo box? We're going to do CBO. Customer ID. And that just stands for Combo Box Customer ID. And then we can hit Finish from here. So now you can see it's kind of overlapping here. So we need to, let me move this out of the way. Here's the label and here's the drop down. So I want to move this in between booking ID and cabin ID label, and then move this between the fields underneath its label. And then we want to edit the new label caption to be customer. So we don't want CBO customer ID. We'll just have that as customer. And now we're going to test this. We're going to save our changes to our forms, switch over to form view. And now we're going to select the customer field drop-down arrow to verify the options that we added or listed. So we have our booking ID. Now when we hit our drop-down, look at that. It shows all of our customers, and we can scroll to the end there. Now what order are they in? They're in order by the last name. Any customers that have the same last name, then it's ordered by first name. So Aaron comes before Kaylee O'Brien. All right, we're going to select the record for Dave Grisman. It's not going to input all of that information though. It's just going to take that customer ID field that we matched up with it, and that's what it's going to show in that particular field. All right, we're going to go to, we can save our field from here as well. And in our customer combo box, we're going to type 21 and try to save that. So a combo box also allows you to type text directly in the box as well. So combo is a drop down and text entry. That's the combination. So if the user knows the value that they want to enter, they don't have to necessarily take the time to go down to that drop down menu. All right, we're going to close form bookings here. And we're also going to exit access as this is the last activity in this particular chapter.